Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday, end of the month, and I can't wait to see what silver prices are going to do both last night and this morning, and as the day goes on. Only because, we are at the end of the month and a lot of big things coming out, big info coming out. So I'm hoping we're going to see a dip. Hoping we're going to see some more fabricated numbers that's going to paint a rosy picture and make the dollar stronger so we can actually see silver come down a little bit. I am looking for opportunities, and so we're going to talk a little bit today about basically the new people. This is a video that I wanted to do. I've been having a rush of new comments coming in from new stackers, and I think I want to talk a little bit about something that's important for new stackers to really think about as they start their stacking journey. More recently, I did start up our Facebook page, and I will show you guys that here in just a minute. But I was lucky enough to have the Silver Asylum. This is a great page. I was lucky enough to have their admin, one, add me, but two, share some of my videos on their page, which brought some of these 804 members to join our channel. So it's pretty cool that someone was nice enough to do that. So I'm so thankful. And I think Facebook opens up a whole nother reach, even though I'm brand new to Facebook and still not a huge fan of it. But a lot of it has to do with because I am essentially so new to it that it's hard to really get into it, I guess you can say. But if you'd like to follow our page, it would be great if you would take a quick minute and jump over and follow T-Square Talk on Facebook. You can go check out our posts. I try to post the videos there periodically. I'm not really big on doing it every day right now, only because it's so new and there's only, I think, 58 people following it right now. And so it's kind of almost, it's hard to really get into it and want to, keep putting up the videos over there just because, like I said, it's just so new. I'm sorry, I said 58, 57 followers. So please jump over there, help it out. I could really use your guys' support on there to help it grow. Hopefully we can take this 57 up to maybe 100 even. Would be great if we can get it up there. Everybody's got Facebook, and it's pretty simple just to go over and just hit follow. Or if you want, you can write a review, but that's up to you. So today, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk a little bit about how people, new stackers, kind of see the silver. And what I mean by that is the first question that I tell people when I meet with people is, so what made you want to get into stacking? Why are you stacking? What is the reason behind your stacking journey getting started? And common answers that I hear is that people just see that the dollar is losing value too fast. Something ain't right. I've heard some people say, well, there's some cool ounces out there. I seen maybe this 1 ounce Britannia, and I just fell in love with the beauty of the coin, maybe. This is a Britannia right here. You see how the waves kind of move as you twist it in the light. And there's a lot of different reasons why people collect. However, I think it's important that you understand why you're collecting, because when you do understand why, you understand which direction and which type of products you want to buy. This happens to be the 1 ounce kangaroo. So really pretty coin. As you can see, it's the 2023. It does have the queen on it. It has the 52 to 22 date on the top, which is kind of a nice thing that they did for the queen. And it's important why you are stacking, because if you're stacking to be a collector, then you kind of want to pick up stuff like this. And you're going to pay a little bit of a higher premium. And that's great, because if the system keeps going the direction that we're going, which is more money printing and more inflated bubbles, more bubbles overall, then collectibles can do you really well, I think. But if you are in it for stacking and you believe that the dollar is just going to full-blown collapse, then having more ounces on hand is going to put you in a better spot. The more ounces you have, essentially, the better off you'll be if it comes to that. Do I think that the dollar is going to outright collapse overnight? I personally don't. Do I think it can? Oh, absolutely can. But I'm going by realistic of what I think could happen. I think that this is going to be a slow road because there's a lot of entities and powers out there that are sitting on large amounts of dollars. And if they try to dump them too quick, what do you think happens? Well, the price would literally plunge on the dollars. And maybe the first 20% of the dollars, they might get a good price. But as time goes on, the second 20%, the third 20%, you can expect that they're going to get less and less. For those of you guys that haven't seen The Big Short, there was actually a scene in there where it was talked about, where they were sitting at a table and they, I think it was The Big Short, I'm pretty sure it was, where they said, you know, what's it going to take to get rid of everything? How do we get rid of everything? And, you know, the guy's like, you know, well, we can sell it all, but one, you'll never do business in the market again. Or two, by lunchtime, everybody is going to know the game will be up and no one's going to want anything at that point. And that's because, you know, the hard flush of flushing everything out the door all at once. And by everything, I mean, in this case, treasury bonds. Treasury bonds are what a lot of countries are holding, and they want to get rid of them. They want to lower their dependence on the dollar. They want to lower how much they invest in the dollar because they see what's going on. This is like a never-ending battle of we just keep printing and printing and printing. But it's not just the U.S. I mean, a lot of people think it's just us because we're more in tune with what's going on here in the U.S. However, it's a lot of countries. A lot of countries are printing like crazy. And as that continues, you can expect that the dollar will probably, unfortunately, continue to lose value. I hear some people say in the comments sometimes, yeah, I understand they're kind of poking a little bit. You know, oh, silver, that's the worst word out there. Why would anybody buy something that just goes down in price? You know, here's the thing. Yeah, it goes down in price. It goes up in price, though, too. And, you know, it's a great opportunity, in my opinion, because right now they're convincing people that this stuff is essentially worthless. And that's great because that gives me opportunity to be able to pick up more. If everybody knew that this stuff was valuable, it would kind of be like gold, and I wouldn't be able to pick up as much as I'm able to pick up. You know, silver comes out of the ground, depending on what number you believe, if you believe it's the 8-to-1 or if you believe all the way in the 15-to-1. I mean, even mainstream media is going to tell you that silver comes out of the ground 15 ounces to every 1 ounce of gold. But yet, we're sitting on, what? I mean, I'm trying to think what the ratio is right now. I want to say like 80-to-1 roughly. I could be a little off because it's always changing. But think about that, 80-to-1, but yet it comes out of the ground 15-to-1 at best. Now, I'm being generous saying 15-to-1. I know someone might want to comment me, no, the ratio is 7-to-1, 8-to-1, 10-to-1, 12-to-1, 15-to-1, depending on what site or where you're looking at that. But here we are at an 80-to-1 price tag. And so I really believe that silver has an amazing opportunity. Now, do I think that it could drastically go up and people will that's exactly what I think is going to happen. It's going to skyrocket and people are going to frantically try to get in because they weren't buying when it was cheap. I mean, right now the opportunity is there to buy this stuff up. But a lot of people just aren't doing it because they're believing the hype. They're believing that, oh, Bitcoin's going to go higher. I want to put my money in Bitcoin or Dogecoin or Shiba or whatever the coin may be. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you I don't have crypto. I hold crypto. I think it's a great deal in some aspects. I think the tax advantages of it is even funnier, in my opinion, that you can write off like, and I'm not a tax expert, so don't hold me to it, but I'm pretty sure they say like you can write off like $3,000 losses in a year. And so even if you lose the $3,000, you're still getting the write-off at the end of the year. And so, I mean, that it's incentive to put in, and a lot of people make it sound, and maybe they have to give you those incentives because they want to take their cut when it goes up. So a lot of people out there that are cashing in their Bitcoin right now, and they're taking big tax hits. Now, I know, I don't want this to be a tax video because I'm not a tax expert. Nothing I say relating to taxes is in stone. It's just my opinion. However, with that being said, silver is it's an opportunity. And a lot of people are getting blinded by essentially the pricing of it because they see it's not really doing what it should be doing. And then they hear these YouTubers online like myself, some people say, oh, you're pumping silver. I'm not trying to pump anything. I don't care if someone buys or they don't buy. In fact, if they don't buy, it just makes it cheaper for me because as demand goes down, it makes it easier for them to manipulate the price down even lower. And then it makes it easier for someone like me to get more of it at a cheaper price. I have a buddy of mine that usually when I talk to him about silver and when I talk to new people about silver, I always get asked, can it go down? I mean, yeah, it can go down. But what happens when what do you think of it right now at $23, let's say? It's $22.50, but let's say 23. Oh, I like it at 23. I mean, I'm hoping it goes down lower. Exactly. So if the price did go down to, let's say, $21.50, what do you think people are going to do? They're going to buy. And if it goes down to $20.50, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to try to buy even more. And the lower the price goes, people are going to buy more and more and more. A lot of people say, oh, when the stock market tanks, it's going to take silver down with it. It's done it in the past. It has to do it in the future. And just because something's done something in the past does not mean that it's going to do it in the future. However, we could see a drastic pullback. But in the past, when we saw silver take drastic pullbacks, like silver dropping to $11, a lot of places just closed their doors. They shut down all their eBay stores. They shut down the online stores. Physical was not getting sold. It was getting harder and harder to find it. And when you think about that, that's why I want to stack now while I can get it. Right now, it's a unique time. We got a fairly low price, in my opinion. We've got premiums not too crazy. I mean, they're not super cheap, but they're not crazy either. And when people wake up or when something bad happens and they lose control, they're going to unload the price and they're going to raise that price and just let it go. Once they let that price go, it's because they already have theirs. Don't think for a minute that there aren't big banks buying this stuff up to hold it. So with that being said, think about that as you start your stacking journey. What are they doing? Do I want to do what they're telling me to do, or do I want to do what they're doing? Because they're stacking. They might be telling you, oh, it's just a barbaric relic, but they're stacking, and I want to be on the winning side. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button, and think about why you're stacking and what you're hoping for. Keep stacking, my friends. I'll see y'all tomorrow on T-Square Talk. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And go and check out our Facebook page. We need the help. So thank you all for watching. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.